Eamon, Dom and myself are 3 university students who have just finished our first year, and as a collective we have been asked to follow and film John Fleetwood on an epic journey around the Lake District. By trade, John works in finance, but is a long-distance fell runner in his spare time. He'll be running nearly 200 miles and climbing the height of Everest twice. As you can see from his route, it's not the most efficient lap of the lakes, but he'll be stopping off at some of his favourite spots along the way. We got to John's early on the first morning, where we had a cup of tea and a last-minute briefing before he set off on his adventure. Whilst John was running, we were travelling by car, as we had a lot of camera kit to carry. Also, John was relying on us to carry his kit, allowing him to go further, faster. Hard work, these guys are savage. Might get rid of them after today. They're pretty worn.
They're a bit overdue. I've done about 1,300 miles here. Some foreign shoes normally last about 400.
We were 3 days in when we started to feel a little drained, but we were amazed at how John just kept going despite the typical Lake District weather.
Look where you are, mate. Do we know the name of his house?
Oh, it's Greendale Farm, isn't it?
Hi, I'm just an old retired farmer, and this is my pet dog, Lassie. Should have been a sheepdog, but it hardly knows what a sheep is. That's right, yeah. I am Josh Nail, I'm a fell runner. Ha ha, that man's going up. He isn't, he's coming down. And I bet that is John.
Oh, good. It looked like
isn't it? But this is John, he's done these sort of things for years now, and it's become part of his life. He enjoys these long challenges, captivates the lone runner and climber type man he is, and I get a lot of pleasure out of that.
How are you feeling? You feeling
I'm
tired, yeah?
I'm tired, yeah. I'm slower than yesterday. But also that was tough ground.
Yeah.
I mean, the rock climb it felt a rock climb, that didn't feel like a scramble.
Oh, tell John I want to Grange to look for the phone, but no joy.
Okay, yeah. It's pain not having the phone.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah. Alright, see you later.
Yeah, see you later, have fun.
How are you feeling this morning?
Okay, I'm tired. You gradually degrade on these trips, and all my muscles were aching in bed, so I had to take painkillers. So I'm getting to the stage where I think I've had enough in one go, so I'm going to try and get home, which is quite a long way. It's 58k, I think, so I've got a long day ahead of me.
Do you roughly know how long it will take you to get there from here?
Not very long. Not very long. You'll have to set off straight away, really.
Yeah, it's 15 minutes for us in the car.
Alright, I'll see you at Cathedral.
Yeah, good luck. See you later. Do you want the bum bag?
I don't think so. I'll just... Not very far.
He's just going for it. Go on, John. We waited for over 2 hours in Cathedral Cave for John, but he never showed up. The weather was getting pretty bad and the temperature was starting to drop. John had only got the t-shirt, shorts and the light jacket that he had started the day in, so we were all getting really concerned about what state he'd be in if we saw him.
The risk, you can't understate the importance of risk. There is no logical reason to put yourself into that level of danger just to achieve your set goal. There's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, there's no cheering girls, there's no, there's no logical reason to do it. Obviously, you've got to be careful. You don't want to end up with hypothermia. You don't want to die. Yeah. But it is worth it.
So basically, I went to the gingerbread shop.
Yeah.
And he left a note saying, "Gone to Rydal." Well, pretty much it.
John came in and he was soaked to the skin. He was really like a drowned rat. He was really quite shaky. I thought he was hypothermic, so we gave him some gingerbread and he went off to Rydal Hall where he knew somebody to get some dry clothes.
We haven't seen John since
He's not here.
about 9 o'clock this morning, and it's now 2:35, and he hasn't got anything with him, not even a bottle of water, and we might have just found him, but I'm not sure. Hello, we're here for John. Is John here?
He's literally just gone.
He hasn't?
Yeah, like 2 minutes ago. He's had some tea and toast and he's had some money, and he must have gone that way. He was going home back to Kendal.
So we'll meet you at Troutbeck Church then if he doesn't turn up here. Yeah.
I'm going to give him like 10-20 minutes. Look where he's running from. He's running from there to here.
It's up to you.
We just drove it in 2 minutes.
3:40. Still no John. We're just here. We came down that road. You're parked here. We're parked facing that way. And
But is that where the church is?
yeah,
Is the church?
that's the church. That's that church.
You would, for once, you'd come through the fields and then you'd come through the church, literally. But if he thinks, oh, well, the paths are all really soggy, I'll just pop down the road, so he'll come out there.
We decided to head to John's house to work our way back along his route from there. The rain had stopped, but it was early evening and slightly windy, so it felt very cold.
Still no sign of John. It's like just gone 7 o'clock now. It's getting pretty cold and windy up here. I hope he comes soon. Really do.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm
really not sure where Eamon's gone.
Yeah, he's not at Will's. I've been there. I'm just on my way back to you, actually.
We hadn't properly spoken to John about what to do if this happened, but he did tell us that it'd have to be in an extremely bad way before he would call Mountain Rescue, and at this point we could only assume the worst. We really were at the lowest point in the trip whilst we were packing away our camera kit, but miraculously we spotted a figure coming over the hill just behind us. And it was John, looking as if he had just had a normal day out on the hills. It was very inspiring to see John still running after the 6 days he had just had, but we couldn't have been happier to see him. Eamon, Dom and myself have learnt an invaluable set of new skills whilst filming the past week, and after a couple of days' recovery, we would happily do it all over again.